I met my husband when he had nothing, maybe even negative. I bet my whole life on him.
It's like there's like literally there's no money in the bank. Yeah. And I
Yes.
definitely had a lot of debt.
You don't look for the things that you can see. You're actually looking for things that you don't see.
My goal was simply, okay, who am I? Let me find my identity.
But that's what I appreciate. It was like, that's what I saw, was that I saw the sacrifice. I saw the simplicity, and I saw the hardworking you. And I happen to have a very high value man.
Hi, everybody. Welcome back to the Pillay place. And today, on this episode, my beautiful wife came up with this idea this morning to talk about high value man. And frankly, I didn't even know what a high value man was until this morning.
Well, no, you actually mentioned it to me.
Well, I mentioned it like women are seeking this high value man nowadays.
Well, why are you thinking about other women seeking high value men?
I just ran across a short, and it seems to be quantified. So it's like they need to make over 6 figures, and they need to have these assets and have their life together. And I told you about it, and then you started doing research, and then you decided to talk about it. So here we are.
Well, this is not us, we're not experts in this area. But I think it's fun. It's fun to see what the world and the internet has defined a high value man.
Yeah, we're not experts, but we have a lot of opinions.
We do.
So we appreciate you subscribing. And you know what? Comment. Let us know what you think. Because if we can put our opinions out there in the world, then the world can tell us your opinions as well.
Yes. Well, let me first start off with this term high value men. Initially, and it still does somehow, it doesn't sit right with me.
Yes.
Because it sounds like these women are basically seeking a very wealthy man.
Yeah.
Right? And I believe this high value, like the fact that it says high value men, I believe that we are all worthy and valuable. Okay?
Yeah.
All of us. And because Jesus died for us. And that's
our value.
That's what makes us valuable.
Yeah, which is priceless, really.
Exactly. But I was curious to see what the internet and the world has to say about this.
Yes.
And because I think sometimes people feel undervalued, unimportant when they compare themselves with others.
Yeah.
The things that they have, things that they don't,
Right.
right? But I want to see if we can focus more on kind of like the character of a high value man rather than...
Or the heart.
rather than the dollar signs.
Well, I mean, if you go through the checklist, if you were seeking this high value man when we got together, then I wouldn't even show up in the filter. Let's put it that way. Like there was none of this was part of me, right? Like I definitely was not making 6 figures. I was broke.
No, I met
broke as
you.
a joke.
Honestly, I wrote this down. I said, I met my husband when he had nothing, maybe even negative. I bet my whole life on him and won.
Yeah, you did.
Right?
Yes.
And that's because what I saw wasn't your bank account or your wallet.
Well, you kind of did. There was nothing to see. There's literally, there's no money in the bank. Yeah. And I
Yes.
definitely had a lot of debt. Right?
Yeah.
And so what did you see? Because I think that's the value that God has put inside of us.
Exactly. Yeah. So I saw self-control.
Okay. Well, interesting. Because
Why?
I have a past,
I know.
which speaks to no self-control whatsoever. But okay,
Well, yes, but this is like the renew version
Sure.
of you, right?
Okay,
Like this
I see.
This is when you accepted Christ.
Yes.
Yeah, the before that was troubling.
Lack of control. Yeah.
Yeah, but I still saw like your potential. Like
Yes.
all what I saw was just potential.
Yeah. I mean,
It-
that's what I admired about you the most was the fact that you had this amazing eyes to see, because you saw me as somebody that I couldn't see myself as.
Yeah.
And that's probably a high value woman. And we'll talk about that some other time. But yeah.
Okay. So, anyways, the internet, this is what it says. A high value man has accountability,
Okay.
okay, taking ownership of mistakes rather than shifting blame.
Okay.
Okay. A high value man has self control,
Okay.
which you had, right? Or have. And you also have empathy, the ability to understand others. And I think this is so important because I thought, based on the term high value men, it's the dollar sign, is how much he makes.
Yeah.
It's the six figures or whatever, right? But and you said that women are seeking high value men. And I'm thinking, why?
Well, some women, not all, but yeah.
Yes. And it's emotional intelligence
Yes.
that they're seeking because honestly, like women make their own money now.
Yes.
They don't need a man to provide them.
Yeah. And so are you. So
Anymore.
were you when you met me.
Yeah.
Highly educated, working a great job.
Yeah. And like, so it wasn't like I couldn't pay for my own things.
Yeah.
You know, and so it wasn't that. It was somebody that can these are the characteristics of a high value man.
Yeah.
Another thing is purpose and ambition. Competence and a growth mindset.
Yeah.
And the third thing is character and integrity. So these things, like now I'm thinking back, like these things is what makes you a high value man. It wasn't the bank account because of these these traits, it gets you there.
Yeah, the bank account follows those traits. The
Yes.
bank account, it's not like you have those traits and you have the bank account. Like that's from those roots comes the fruit of a bank account.
Yeah. And you know, it reminds me because actually my favorite story of my dad, like I remember maybe I was like 13
Yeah.
years old and kind of talking to boys and not really dating yet, right? But I remember being in the car with him and he goes, like, how do you choose like a boyfriend? Right? And I go, I don't know. And I go, maybe if I think he's cute, you know, if he's smart or something like that, you know, something very superficial. And then he said something, and you know, my dad passed away when I was 16, so this was like 3 years before, and he was already like sick at that time, right? And he told me, no, you look for a guy that is hardworking, that is honest, that like loves you, and it doesn't matter if he's driving an amazing sport car. In fact, that would be a red flag. And I go, why? I was like, I want my boyfriend to drive a 2-seater sport car. And he said, no, because if he's into a 2-seater, like sport car, like a Corvette or whatever, right? He's only thinking about himself and his hot girlfriend. You know, he's not thinking about his family.
Yeah.
And did he work for that? Or was it given to him?
Yeah.
You know, and that's what I appreciate about you is that you were driving a very crappy car when I met you.
Yes.
And that you worked really hard
we had to give that car away.
because we couldn't even sell it. And so, but that's what I appreciated was like, that's what I saw was that I saw the sacrifice. I saw that, I saw the simplicity,
Yeah.
and I saw the hardworking you. And I happen to have a very high value man.
Thank you. The thing that I wanted to comment on this is, and I think it's not just an opinion. This is really based on truth, which is our value really is set by the Lord. Those characteristics that Van is talking about, integrity, honesty. I mean, I didn't even know that I was even capable of being honest, because I was lying for so long until I received Jesus Christ as my Lord and Savior, right? And it's really simple to do for those that are seeking, and you just close your eyes and ask for Him to come into your life. That's all it is.
Yeah.
But for this episode, I want to really highlight that your value is set by the Lord. So if you want to become of high value, that was never the goal for me. My goal was simply, okay, who am I? Let me find my identity. And I found these characteristics that came sincerely from what God put inside of me.
Mm-hmm. And, for the girls that are watching our podcast here, is when you're looking for a partner and you're looking for someone, you don't look for the things that you can see. You're actually looking for things that you don't see. For instance, is he saying that he's hardworking, or is he showing?
Yeah.
And is he saying that he's, loving and caring, or is he showing? And so he didn't have to tell me any of these things. And guys, I have an amazing husband, but what he didn't have to tell me, because I felt it, I see it, and I feel it every day. And
I'll say this. I think women have been given the ability to find the best in man, because reality is, I truly believe and I know that I wouldn't be here without you.
That's sweet.
Right? But that's the truth. Like I've told you many times.
Yeah. Yeah. That's fun. What else do I have to say about this? Yeah, I don't know. Let me know what you guys think about this term, high value men. Men, if you're watching this, let us know what you think in this label, because I don't know. I'm not against it, but it does kind of rub me the wrong way. Unless you dive deep into the quality of it.
Yeah.
Of the men. Okay? All right, guys, this is it for our very short episode. Let us know what you think, and if you enjoy, please subscribe. Thank you.